getting better. So I'm going to finish the second half of this post now. So what I'm talking about again is when you're overdue, you want to meet your baby, how to naturally induce labor and get things moving. Someone is very hyper. How about this one? Mum, mum. Mum, mum, mum. Okay, so the less common induction methods that maybe you haven't heard about, pineapple is, there's an enzyme in pineapple called bromelain, and it helps to actually soften the cervix. So that's obviously important, like what we've been talking about. Pineapple may also be used as an intestinal stimulant if you eat a lot of it, which, as I mentioned before, was if you're eating spicy foods, also as an intestinal stimulant. Sometimes that can get the uterus to start contracting on its own because the colon is right beside it, right behind it, close to it. Induction massage. This is one that I didn't really know about. I came across this wonderful lady when I was getting groceries one day at this little vegetable market near our house. Her name's Christy, and she saw how pregnant I was, and she asked me if I had heard of induction massage, and talked to me a little bit about it. And after a number of days went by and I still hadn't gone into labor, I decided to give her a call. What a beautiful experience. So induction massage is very similar to acupressure. The doula, she's a doula, or the massage therapist who's trained in induction massage, make sure to focus on certain areas and certain points of your body. They'll also use specific essential oils that can help nudge things along and get labor to start. So she was just wonderful. She brought over, I'm going off on a tangent here, but she brought over her own water, her own basin, filled it with water in my kitchen sink, essential oil. She was just lovely. And I actually have a link to her website in my blog post. So if you're local to me in the Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, Cambridge area in Ontario, Canada, and you're looking for induction massage or a doula, you can check out Christy. Hi, fun. What else? Dates. Dates. This is a very, very interesting one. So there's a study out there that talks about if you eat 6 dates a day for the 4 weeks leading up to your due date, that can help to actually dilate your cervix, keeps your membranes intact, and helps you to go into spontaneous labor, so not needing to be medically induced, which I know a lot of us have heard is a more, gives us more painful and harder contractions, which is what happened to me. I'll talk about that later. I really have nothing to compare it to because this is my first baby, but they were definitely hard and painful. What are you doing? Look at his little tongue. What's going on? Thank you. So that's very interesting, and I actually have a link to this study on my blog post that you can go and look into more if you'd like to. Exercise ball. I don't know how many of us have heard of this, but you can not only use it for sitting on, in the weeks leading up to labor to help posture and help bring the baby down, but you can actually do hip swirls on it and do gentle bouncing once you get to a certain number of weeks. I hear you. I hear you. Pay attention, Mommy. I hear you. Look at those teeth. So that's something I also did, and that can help bring the baby down. You probably want to make sure that the baby is head down before you begin this. Even better is to make sure that the baby is head down and in the correct position. You can go to a website called spinningbabies.com to learn more about that. I highly recommend it. It's something that I feel like I should have looked into. Hi! exercise ball. It's good to have. We also used it a lot after Aurora was born. Like, I mean, 10 hours a day, maybe more. It was integral to my sanity. Get an exercise ball. Stairs. Stairs are maybe overlooked, but what stairs do, because you're moving your legs up and down, it helps move the baby down into the actual birth canal. So if you can manage gently, you don't have to be running up and down the stairs like you're exercising for a marathon. But going up and down stairs, or periodically during the day. Sorry, I'm so distracted. She's just so adorable. That can really help get the baby down into position. Okay, what else do I have here? I have a little list going on. Homeopathics. This is something that I kind of wish I had tried and I didn't. There are 3 main homeopathics that are used to actually induce labor. I also recommend that you clear this with your OB or your midwife. Hopefully you have a naturopath or a homeopath that can guide you and tell you how much to take and when to take it. The 3 that I'm aware of that are used for labor induction are called Pulsatilla. I have them written down here. Pulsatilla, Simifuga, which is spelled C-I-M-I-F-U-G-A, and Calophyllum. So those are the 3, and I believe the dosage is 200 CH. Go to the blog post, and I have more information written down on this one. I don't have this one in my head because I didn't do it myself. But I definitely recommend seeing a naturopath or an actual homeopath if you're looking into this method. Pumping. Kind of similar to nipple stimulation, but this will ramp things up. I did try this one, and I used the Medela Swing breast pump, just the single. I think it helped get things going. I also, you're okay, I'm just wiping your chin. Here. There. What's interesting is it gets you used to how nursing is going to feel or breastfeeding if you're interested in doing that for your baby, which I suggest doing. It is supposed to be the best first start for the baby, at least the first start, if you can do it. If you can't, no shame. There's lots of excellent formula out there. Something interesting about it is that you might actually see some stuff come out of your nipples. Colostrum. If something comes out of your nipples while you're pumping, before you've had your baby, this is called colostrum. It's going to be kind of yellowy and fatty. This is super high nutrient dense colostrum, which is amazing for the baby. If you get any of this, I would highly recommend freezing it. Get some breast milk storage bags. I know. I didn't have any toys here for you. There's one. There's another one. We're almost done. Breast milk storage bags. So I have a link to the breast pump that I used and the breast milk storage bags that I use on the blog within this post. So if you're interested in using the ones that I use, which I really like, go and click on those. Here you go. No, bunny. Come back out. We're almost done. I know you don't like sitting still. I know. There, you can play with that. You can do some standing. Okay, so pumping. If you're gonna pump, it's important to just do it like 10 minutes on one side, take a break, maybe half an hour, 10 minutes on the other side, take another break, maybe an hour break, try it again. I think you can go up to about 20 minutes on each side if you're really like at your due date and you're trying to get things moving, or over your due date. I would really consult with your midwife or primary care physician on this one too, because it can really work, and you want to make sure that you're not doing it too early. Also, it's important to know that if you start having contractions because of using the breast pump, stop pumping. Nipple stimulation and of any sort can really increase your contractions, and you don't really want the intensity of your contractions to increase because they don't feel great. What else do I have? I have one more and then a couple just things to add on. Labor cookies, labor induction cookies. I won't say much about this. I have a link to a recipe on within this blog. I tried these. They basically taste like spicy ginger snap cookies. Yep, you're gonna play with those. Spicy ginger snap cookies. So they're pretty good. And basically you're going back to the spicy food idea and trying to get labor started that way. All right, let's find something more interesting for you. What's this? What's this? My goodness, look what I found. Yeah. A spoon. Okay. So the last couple notes. Castor oil. I think a lot of us have heard of castor oil as an induction method. Truth is, this works a lot of the time. Also true is that it usually will give you terrible abdominal cramping, diarrhea, and maybe even vomiting. So when you're ready to go into labor, which is already hard, hence the word labor, you don't want to be sitting on the toilet or vomiting or having diarrhea, abdominal cramping while you're having uterine contractions. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Save everyone some sanity and some peace, and just, if nothing's working on this list or elsewhere, just leave the castor oil in the closet and don't go near it. Better yet, don't buy it. The other one I wanted to mention is a stretch and sweep. I don't really put this under natural induction method because I don't believe that it is a natural induction method. It is assisted, and it is something that your OB or your midwife will do for you. Basically, they're using, it's like an internal exam, and they're using their fingers to separate the amniotic sac from your cervix. Hi. Oftentimes, labor will start within 48 hours of this happening, which is nice if you're really wanting labor to start. A caution on this one is that they could they could mistakenly rupture your membranes or your amniotic sac, kicking you into labor early, so without your body actually doing it itself. If that happens, there is a chance that you may not start contracting. And if that doesn't happen and your water has broken, which is what rupture of membranes is, if your water has broken and you're not having contractions, you will need to be medically induced. So that is where we start with medication and the harder, more painful contractions. Not fun. That is all I have on my blog post. Now, remember, I'm just doing a quick scan here on my sheet. Yeah, so a lot of the suggested timelines on when to try some of these are on the post. So go over there if you want more details. Also, some of these things I'm recommending, I'll recommend where to get the red raspberry leaf tea, the breast pump like I talked about. What else? Evening primrose oil, I can give you a good one for a good brand that I like for that. Okay, we're almost done here. Yeah, we're almost done. Let me try some water. What else can I, the exercise ball that I use. I inflated this ball probably a year ago. It was probably, yeah, because I got it for Christmas, not in 2016, but the year before. So it has been inflated, and I have been using it for 1 full year, and I have not had it puncture, and I have not had to pump it up more. So this exercise ball is highly recommended on my list, especially considering how much we used it. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to stop talking because I've done a lot of talking, and I know Aurora is done with me talking also. I hope you've been able to get something. Whoa, we're dripping water. I hope you've been able to get something out of this video. Especially considering Aurora's here. It's something new. I'm trying to see if I can actually do these with her in the video. If it's, you know, better or worse, we'll find out. Maybe leave a comment for me and tell me what you think. Is it good to have her in the video, or should I wait until she's having a nap or doing it at nighttime so that you can actually focus on what I'm saying? I think that's it. So subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel here. Subscribe to my blog. I send out some personalized emails and more stuff that you're not actually getting on the blog. And check in with me periodically and see what's new on the blog. That's it. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Aurora. Can you look up here? Can you look up here at the camera? Hi. Can you look at the camera and say goodbye?